For the cheapest and fastest Madden coins on the market, check out my sponsor dvdj.com and use code SWIFT at checkout for 10% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. And in today's video, I'm giving you 4 key tips to prepare for the most feared promo and maybe even make some coins off of it. The last 2 tips will help you make a few coins, so I would recommend you guys stick throughout the entire video so that you don't miss out on those key points. Now, before I do get into it, if you guys are hyped for most feared, feel free to drop a like down below. I would really appreciate it. As well, if you guys have any video suggestions for most feared when it comes out, let's say you want to learn a couple tips about a few things that come out in most feared, feel free to comment it down below in the comment section because I want to make videos that you guys want to see, and I'm hopefully going to be posting a bunch of most feared content this week. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is actually going to be leaving Ultimate Team here. We're going to go into the home screen because people have been tweeting at me, asking me what this says, and to be honest, I've done a bunch of detective work. And I'm pretty sure it says subscribe to Swift. I mean, I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said there. So be sure to hit the subscribe button because I'm going to obviously be bringing you guys some good most feared content. Now, I know that was a terrible joke. Usually we're a bit better than that on the channel, but hey, I had to throw it in there because why not? So the first actual tip I'm going to be giving you guys is to tune into EA Sports' stream at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. If you guys didn't know, EA is going to be announcing a bunch of stuff about the promo in about 1 hour after this is getting posted. So I'm going to be in the stream. And I believe they're going to be sharing a bunch of stuff about what's coming in the most feared promo. They'll probably also be dropping the date that it comes out. I think it'll either be on Thursday or Friday. Originally I thought it was on Friday, but since they're doing the stream tonight, it could be coming out on Thursday. So the promo is going to be coming very, very soon, you guys. And the stream is just a way to kind of figure out what cards are coming out and maybe learn a bit more about the promo. I know I will certainly be in there. And I mean, I recommend you guys also hop in the stream because I mean, they usually share some pretty good information, so I usually like to be in the stream. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is people selling their teams, and I just don't recommend it, you guys. I don't recommend it in the slightest. I don't think the market is going to crash. The market already went down quite a bit, and I can't see it going down too much more with this promo. Maybe when the Christmas promo comes out and the Blitz promo comes out, but this one I can't see it going down too much for. Also, I think it's a bit late to sell your team. Now, I've never been a believer in selling your team, but let's just go over like basically what you would do. So let's say you sell your Steve Young. You have a Steve Young, he's 200,000 coins. That means you're gonna make 180K after tax because EA does take 10%. So you make 180K, you also have to take the abilities off of him. So you're losing training there. Basically, you would need the Steve Young card to go all the way down to like a price of 140,000 coins for you to make like 10,000 coins after you buy him back and put the abilities back on him. So that's why I just don't think it's worth it to sell your squad. I've never been a huge believer in it, but let's say you know, okay, I know I'm grabbing a free safety when the promo comes out, whether it's someone from Most Feared or you're going to grab Brian Dawkins or someone like that, then okay, maybe you sell your free safety just in case the market does go down a bit. You might want to get ahead. Of course, you won't be able to play any like head-to-head games because you just won't have a free safety, but that's something that you could do. I personally don't do that, but I would say that's a bit more of a safe way to go about it and something that I would consider doing. I would never really sell my team, but I would consider doing that. So let's get into a few predictions and maybe some just power up information, because last time I posted a video, I gave you guys about 4 players, I think I did, for who could be getting power up cards. And let's go over who I talked about because they all have gone up in price quite a bit, and I'm going to be giving you a couple other players at the end of the video who I think could be going up in price as well. So the first person is Anthony Barr. He was going for about 8,000 coins last I checked in with you guys and told you guys to buy him, and bang, he's selling for 24,000 coins. So if you guys invested when I told you to, you will have made bank. I don't know if it might be a bit too late to buy in on him now, but I mean, you definitely could. Now, the next person that I want to talk about is Patrick Mahomes, because I also told you guys to invest in him, and right now his price is going to be sitting at, that was Zach Martin. Patrick Mahomes is going to be sitting at 28,000 coins, so you guys would have probably also made coin there. One other guy is Ezekiel Elliott, and Ezekiel Elliott's price isn't too high yet, so you still could get in, I would say, on Ezekiel Elliott, just because although he is going for 25,000 coins, he's going to be super wanted when he comes out because he's usually a really good card. So I could see his price going up a bit more than that, but I mean, I'm not too sure. So this would be a cautionary one to invest in, is Ezekiel Elliott. It might be a bit too late. I think it's already too late for the Patrick Mahomes and Anthony Barr. But the last one is going to be Tyreek Hill, and he's currently sitting at like 70,000 coins. Yeah, he's super expensive, you guys. This Tyreek Hill card is super expensive right now. Definitely someone you guys could have invested in when I told you guys to, and you would have made a bunch of coins. But let's go over two other bonus players who I've been investing in recently, and you guys should too. Firstly is Myles Garrett. I bought a few of his cards. I don't know why it's not showing there. Myles Garrett, pop up for me, please. I bought a few of his cards. I believe he's sitting at around, 13,000 coins. I think I have like 5 of him, maybe a bit more. I don't have too many. I only have 4 of him. I could buy a few more. I actually might just grab one more right here. I could see his price going up quite a bit. Usually this card is super glitchy. Whenever Myles Garrett gets a card, people love him. And he's going to have really good stats. So if he does get an upgrade in most feared, I think this price could go up to something like 40 or 50,000 coins. So that's one player who you should be investing in. Another one is going to be Michael Thomas. As you guys probably saw at the beginning of the video, I had him just up there in the auction house. Michael Thomas, he's only like 7 or 8k, or he's actually up to 10 now. But I have like 5 of him as well, and although it's a bit more risky to invest in this Mike just because he got a card already, I don't think you're really spending too much coins. Like if he doesn't get a card, what does his price go down to? Like 6,000, so you're not going to lose too much if he doesn't get a card. Myles Garrett, same type of thing, because he does still have that theme diamond, and he is definitely in line for another card as well. I think he has like the most sacks in the NFL. Might be Shaquille Barrett than him, but those are 2 cards definitely you should be considering. I think that the Myles Garrett is a slam dunk investment, and you guys should definitely be grabbing him. Michael Thomas is someone who you could grab. I would recommend it, but I wouldn't invest as much coins into him as I am in Myles Garrett. I'm probably going to buy like 4 more of these Myles Garretts off camera. So let's go into the 4th tip. That was kind of just talking about the power-ups, which was tip 3. I kind of just went over the power-ups I told you guys to invest in earlier and gave you guys 2 other suggestions. But let's talk about the final tip, and that is going to be to do these exchange sets, you guys. Right now, power-up cards are super expensive. There's so many expensive power-up cards in the game just because people are like betting on who's going to get cards, and people are going to start getting cards, so that's going to make their power-ups go even more. And people that got Mud Heroes had their power-ups go up, so there's expensive power-ups right now. I would recommend you guys do these 70 to 74 gold exchange and 75 to 79 gold exchange. Now, personally, the 70 to 74 is going to be less risky, and that's the case because the 60 to 69 overall cards aren't too expensive, so you can basically make coins assuming you pull like a few 74s and 70s and you don't pull any power-ups, you'll break even. So you're basically getting a free chance almost at pulling power-up cards. Now, you could also do the 66 to 69 silver exchange because there are power-up eligible players in there. As you saw, the Anthony Barr power-up card, I think he was like a 67 or a 68, but there's just more good ones in these 2 sections, so I would recommend you guys do these 2. Personally, the 70 to 74 is one you guys should be grinding out, because you basically don't really have to, there's almost no risk, right? Like you put in, 3 of these 66 to 69 overall cards, and these you can probably get on the auction house for like a few hundred coins, maybe like 300 or 400 coins. And the 70 to 74 overall gold players are going for like a minimum of 1.3k. So you're basically breaking even if you don't pull a power up. Obviously there's some rare 74 overall cards that you can make coins off of, and there's also the chance at pulling some power up cards who are really expensive. You could do the same with this, but this is a bit more risky because you have to put in 3 70 to 74, so you're going to probably spend around 3,000 to 4,000 coins, and some of the 75 overall golds are literally only going for 1.5k, so I don't know if I would totally recommend you guys do this one, but the 70 to 74 is one that I think is a slam dunk, and you guys should be doing. So let's just go over the tips I went over in the video. Also, if you have made it this far, I would love if you could comment some video suggestions that you want to see when most feared drop. But firstly, be there in the stream at 7 o'clock. I will be there. I mean, you don't have to. You can probably just be checking Twitter and you'll get updates. But if you're there in the stream, maybe you cop a couple people. Like, let's say someone out of the blue gets a most feared card and his power up isn't that expensive. You could just be on Ultimate Team and grab his power up card right away, and you'd make pretty easy coins because that power up would go up really quickly. Now, another thing is if you invest in a card and you see that he gets a new card, maybe his price is going to absolutely skyrocket when he gets announced, so you could sell your investments off right away then. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But yeah, the second tip is going to be not to sell your team. The third tip, we kind of just went over some players who I told you were going to get cards. I mean, I'm not certain of it. I just made some predictions in an earlier video. Those investments went up. I gave you guys 2 other players you guys should try and invest in, Myles Garrett and Michael Thomas, who I just grabbed as well. And then the final tip was to do the 70 to 74 overall gold exchange sets, as those sets, you can pull some rare power-ups in it, and I mean, it's just totally worth it. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like down below, and if you've made it this far into the video and you aren't yet subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you do so. I just hit 10K, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, hopefully the Most Feared promo was a fun time, and until next time, you guys, I'm out. Peace.